is up, YouTube? PS Rex09 here. I just want to talk about College Hoops 2K13, and as you see in the corner, I have hashtag College Hoops 2K13. Now that's for Twitter. If you have a Twitter, it'd really help out if you guys, just put that as a tweet. Just put at 2K Sports, which is 2K Sports' Twitter name. Just put them, mention them, and just put that hashtag College Hoops 2K13 because I think it's something that just really needs to be created again or remade or whatever you want to say. Um, because I just think sports games, I think there needs to be a college basketball game again. Now, the last one that was made was NCAA Basketball 10, which was made by EA Sports, but I think 2K Sports needs to make college hoops again because of NBA 2K12 and NBA 2K. Um, of course, with what we see with NCAA football and Madden, with how much they are linked together with, Dynasty and franchise and the Road to Glory and NFL Superstar thing, that type of stuff with draft classes and, importing and exporting and all that. That stuff needs, I think it's really, to me, I think it'd be really cool because, you play your Dynasty or whatever in college hoops, you get some draft classes, you go to the association, because at the beginning of every season in the association, you can like create a draft class or whatever, do all that. But I think it'd just be so much easier if there was a college hoops game. You play your dynasty, you get some draft classes from that, like at the end of the season, whatever, kind of like NCAA football, and you can just carry it over to NBA, and it'd be a lot easier. Same thing with My Player. They could have a My Player, a career type thing on, college hoops that you can take over and bring over to NBA. Once you go through your 4 years or however they let you do it, like, if you can only play 1 year, one and done, if they let you do that. Just overall, I think College Hoops 2K13 and I think maybe 2K14 because it might be a little too late to really go into development if we really persuaded 2K Sports to really do it. But it would take a lot of people, I know that, and I'm sure it would take a lot, maybe money, for 2K Sports to start making college hoops games again. Because I'm sure they have to get back their license with, NCAA and all that, which I'm sure can take some time and some money. And one thing that I really like in sports games is presentation. And as some of you that may not know, NCAA Basketball 10, they had, with the presentation, you could have ESPN or CBS, which was really cool. Great presentation, but that's just EA Sports. They usually always have great presentation. And I'm not saying 2K Sports does it, but I really like EA Sports' presentation a lot better. But isn't a big deal. I'm not saying that there needs to be ESPN or CBS, whatever, broadcasting with games. If 2K Sports were to make a college hoops game again. But as I said, I think it's something that really needs to be done. And I've seen a lot of people on YouTube videos because there's a lot of mods for NBA 2K11 and all that. But it's only for PC. There's a lot of college hoops mods where people create all these teams. And they're actually really good. I mean, the uniforms are great. The arenas and courts are all really good. Stuff like that. But it's just not complete college hoops. It's not a complete college hoops game. I mean, if they had that mod for maybe PS3, I might actually think about getting it because I think that's really how bad I want a new college hoops game. And as I said on those videos, I saw a lot of comments saying there needs to be more college hoops games, college hoops 2K13 and all that. And especially with the success that we've seen with 2K12 and 2K11, NBA, I really don't know why 2K Sports isn't trying to do more. I mean, right now I think there are only two big games that they make right now are NBA, and I could maybe say MLB simply because, it's because of the show. It's on PS3, and so people on Xbox, they can only play, MLB 2K. Because honestly, the show is a much better baseball simulation and all of that. I've had many people that have Xboxes. I mean, the only reason they really want a PS3 is because of the show, but I'm not going to get into that. But, I don't know why 2K Sports doesn't try to go even farther, and even with EA Sports, I mean, I understand their games, not their, like, I think their two biggest games, like Madden and NCAA football, I mean, they're still pretty good, but they're definitely not as good as NHL and FIFA, like they've been getting, those games have been getting really good. And as we all know, EA Sports, they've dropped a couple games that they've made, and so is 2K Sports, which in my mind is kind of disappointing. Um, but anyway, yeah, I mean, 2K Sports, they need to make a Couch Hoops game, so I mean, to really help out, if you have a Twitter account, make sure you follow me or do whatever, and you see that hashtag College Hoops 2K13. Make sure, I mean, if you really want to, just tweet at 2K Sports and then do the hashtag College Hoops 2K13. Really help out. I really want to get a lot of people to do this, because I really want 2K Sports to know that a lot of people really want this College Hoops game to be remade. It needs to be, I think it's just vital, I think, especially with the success of NBA. And as I said, with that linkability or whatever you want to call it, like we see with NCAA football and Madden, with the importing and exporting of things like My Player, that type of thing, and association, draft classes and all that. And as you see NBA's greatest, maybe even something like that, because I guess that's what 2K Sports' theme is, I guess. Simply because of the lockout, because of course we thought there wouldn't be an NBA season, so they added all these greatest players, whatever. But anyway, something like that, maybe greatest games or something like that. And then you could use those teams in normal quick game or whatever. It's kind of like what we see with NBA. These are just some ideas. Make sure tell me what you guys think would be some great ideas to see in a new College Hoops game. And I know even College Hoops 2K8, which I heard was supposed to be a really good College Hoops game. I've really thought about getting that, even though it's really old. But I know people make rosters, like current rosters for today. So I'm really thinking about getting that because I've heard it's like one of the best college basketball games ever made. So definitely, I don't know why 2K Sports stopped making College Hoops games even from that. I guess because they didn't renew their license with NCAA, so that's why I'm saying it might be a little tough for them to get that license back. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it for what I have to say. Happy Martin Luther King Day. It's time to go watch the Bulls game for me. As you see, they play today against Memphis. No D Rose though, but I think that shouldn't be a problem. So make sure you follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook, and that'll do it.